Google Analytics adds really valuable tracking to your website. It's free, and it's simple to set up an account, and then you'll generate a small code snippet, which you'll place on your website. Once set up, Google will collect data on where your traffic is coming from, what your users are doing on your website, what content of yours is most popular, and you can even configure goal tracking if you have a specific action people can take on your site. So to set up Google Analytics, you'll visit google.com/analytics, and that's where I am now. Now, if you have a Google account already, you'll choose the Sign In option in the upper right-hand corner. If not, you want to configure one, and you can do that with the Create an Account link in the upper right-hand corner. I recommend setting up and using the same Google account for Analytics, Webmaster Tools, and Google My Business because it'll make it a little easier as you switch between these tools during your day-to-day. I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my existing Google account. Simply enter your username and password, and then choose Sign In. So, since we haven't signed up for Analytics yet, Google's going to ask us to do that, and so I'll choose the Sign Up option on the right-hand side of the screen. So the first thing Google's going to do is walk us through setting up our account. And we have the option at the top to choose what we would like to track, a website or a mobile app. And this is already defaulted to website, which is what we want. First thing we need to do is give our account a name. I'm going to go ahead and just name this Explore California. And then we need to set up a property. And a web property is basically the bucket that you want all of your data to fill up. Each web property will receive a unique ID that you put on your web page, and all the data tagged with that ID will be collected into that bucket. So when you're just starting out, the easiest way to go about this is to just set up one web property for your website. You'll be able to use filters to look at independent information, such as the traffic each of your specific location pages receive. You won't need to put those in separate web properties. So I'll name the website Explore California, and our URL should be either HTTP or HTTPS, depending on your site. Typically, it's HTTP. And then we'll need to put www.yourdomain, in my case, explorecalifornia.org. Next, we need to select the category of our industry. And so from the dropdown, pick the one that is most relevant to you. Next, we need to choose the time zone. Now, Google has already defaulted us to the time zone that we're in, so this is most likely correct, but you can change it by selecting from the dropdown. And the way this works is that the time zone is the day boundary for your reports, regardless of where your traffic's coming from. For example, if you choose United States Pacific Time, then the beginning and end of each day is calculated based on Pacific Time, regardless if the traffic is coming from New York, London, or Australia. Next, we'll choose what options we want to share with Google. I'm going to go ahead and leave all of those checked, and then we'll choose Get Tracking ID at the bottom of the screen. Here we'll need to agree to the terms and services. And then Google's going to generate our unique tracking ID. It's on this page that we can scroll down to get the actual tracking code that we'll paste onto our website. You'll need to put this on every page you want to track. I recommend putting it on all of your pages so you can get a complete perspective of all the analytics your site is collecting. Now, once you've installed it, you can click the Home button in the upper left-hand corner to be taken to your dashboard. Before I can go there, Google's going to ask me if I want to receive emails from them. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck those and choose Save Preferences. It's on this page that you'll see a list of your properties. So I'm going to select on All Website Data within the Explore California folder. Now, this isn't set up yet, so we're not going to have any data, but I want to walk you through the interface. I'm going to close this preview box and show you a little bit about how Google Analytics is set up. When you're browsing, in the upper left-hand corner, you'll find some navigation elements. Home is going to take you back home to the screen that we saw before. Reporting is going to take you to this view here. The customization will allow you to set up custom reports, and the admin interface is used to manage your overall analytics, and that's where you'll create new properties, change user permissions, add integrations, and so on and so forth. And here with the Add Segment button, you can organize your data with segments to give yourself a little bit more of a meaningful analysis. And this will let you filter through the information if we had any data present on our screen. You'll find some additional navigation options along the left-hand side. And this is all the types of reports that you can expand from Google, including a search box at the top and links to various shortcuts and intelligence reports. Another important thing to point out is the dimension view here. In this case, I've defaulted to sessions, and this graph would show all the sessions for the date range that's selected in the upper right-hand corner. I could change that view to users, page views, even pages per session. Now again, there's no data here, so this isn't going to change, but what you're looking at is a complete overview of your audience. Take your time and familiarize yourself with the options available in Google Analytics. Once you've set up your tracking, Google Analytics will start collecting data within a few minutes.